Assalamualaikum. You don't have an anger problem. You have a stability problem. Because right now, one rejected promotion, one sharp sentence from your wife, one co-parenting message at the wrong time can hijack your entire state. That's dangerous. If that made you uncomfortable, stay with me. Before we go further, if your mind has been spiraling lately, download the Muslim Man Rebuke Playbook. It's a 30-minute reset to calm your body, stop the emotional bleed, and reconnect with Allah when you feel off balance. Now, let's talk. The first thing you need to understand is this. You are not angry. You are disappointed. You didn't get promoted. You corrected her tone. You read that co-parenting message, and your chest tightened. You told yourself, I deserve better. I shouldn't be treated like this. By now, I should be further. That's not anger. That's wounded expectation. Every man writes an invisible timeline. For example, rank by 35 years old, stable marriage, respect from everyone, leadership recognized. When reality deviates from that script, ego panics. Ask yourself honestly, if the promotion never comes, who are you? If your wife never speaks perfectly soft, who are you? If co-parenting remains messy for 10 years, who are you? If your identity collapses under unmet expectations, it was never anchored. Now, here's the second thing. When ego feels exposed, you reach for control. You feel like raising your voice, threatening legal action, quitting your job, going back to your old aggressive self. Because control feels powerful. But control is fear. And I will tell you something real. There was a moment after a disagreement where I felt the old version of me rising. The sharp tone, the cutting words, the need to dominate the room. For a split second, it felt powerful. My chest was tight, my voice was ready, and then I saw something. Not her, myself. I saw the man I used to be, reactive, proud, justified. If I spoke from that state, I might win the moment, but I would lose leadership. So I stayed silent. Not because I was weak, but because I refused to let ego lead my household. That silence was heavier than shouting, but it built strength inside me. If you need a tone to be perfect, if you need your boss to validate you, if you need your co-parent to cooperate fully just to feel stable, you are not leading. You are reacting. Leadership begins when your nervous system doesn't spike every time expectations fail. And this brings us to the third thing. You think you are unhappy. You are not. You are unanchored. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in chapter 13, verse 28, Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Rest does not come from rank. It comes from alignment. You feel peaceful When you drive your family early in the morning, you feel satisfied when you provide. You feel steady when you pray with focus. Why? Because it aligns with your identity. Protector, servant of Allah, disciplined man. Happiness is not chased. It visits grounded men. When you drift, you scroll, you fantasize, you resent, you replay arguments in your head. When you anchor, you regulate, you act, you lead quietly. Masculine fulfillment is silent. It doesn't perform. It stabilizes. So here's what you do. Lower your ego-based expectations. Raise your spiritual grounding. Define your own scoreboard, not others. Lead yourself before correcting others. Ignore this and you slowly become reactive. Your wife feels the tension. Your child feels volatility. Your work feels heavier. Apply this and you become calm under provocation, steady under disappointment, disciplined under delay. That is strength. If this hits you, subscribe to the Maverick Mountain. This channel is not for men who want comfort. It is for men who want clarity. Download the playbook below. Take the first discipline step today.